Hey guys, this is E10 Sun from Sunbros. Today I'm really excited to be bringing you guys this brand new video, but before we get started with that, I want to make sure I remind you guys on how to get entered in for a chance to win our guaranteed skin giveaways that we do every Sunday night during our 1-hour question and answer live stream. All you gotta do is make sure you're subscribed to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and comment below with your in-game name and which skin you'd like to receive on either the NA or EU servers under 700 vouchers. And remember, the more videos that you do this with that are uploaded each week, the higher chance you have to win. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get into our Airi hero quick look video. Airi is a class warrior assassin, role mobility finisher. As you guys can see in the bottom left, we have slightly below average ability damage constitution while having maxed out attack damage and nearly maxed out difficulty. Airi's passive is slash. Every normal attack reduces spin cooldown by 1 second on hit. Airi's first ability is spin. Airi slings her shuriken to slice enemies along the path, dealing physical damage and stunning enemies in her path. Airi's second ability is shadow. Airi charges in the specified direction and deals physical damage to enemies in her way. This ability can be cast up to 3 times in a row before triggering the cooldown. Airi's ultimate is Ryu. Airi leaps up and summons a spirit that deals physical damage and reduces enemies' movement speed. Then she strikes the ground, dealing the same amount of damage and stunning affected enemies. She also gains a shield that absorbs damage for every hero hit. Airi is immune to all crowd control effects during the ability, and she gains a 100% movement speed bonus that decreases over 2.5 seconds and a 30% attack speed for 5 seconds. Alright guys, now we're going to be moving on to Airi's pros and cons, starting with her pros, which are her strengths and things you're going to focus on when you're playing as her and things you're going to want to avoid when you're playing against her. Airi's first pro is that she has very high mobility. Her second ability, Shadow, allows her to do 3 dashes in a row, which is impressive in and of itself, but that's not where Airi stops with this mobility. She also gains from her ultimate, Ryu, a 100% movement speed bonus that decreases over 2.5 seconds, so when properly timed and managed, Airi has some pretty insane maneuverability and really high mobility. Airi's second pro is that she has solid crowd control. Between Airi's first ability, Spin, in which she constantly is shooting out her shurikens to slice enemies up, but also stunning anyone that it hits. We also add onto that her ultimate, Ryu, which first causes a slow to all enemies and then stuns all those slowed enemies. All these things combined give Airi an unusually high amount of crowd control, especially for an assassin. And Airi's last and final pro is her powerful ultimate. Ryu is one of the better ultimates that we have in this game as of right now. Airi leaps and summons a spirit that deals damage and slows movement speed of the enemies. Additionally, then she strikes the ground, deals damage again, so that's 2 times of damage, and stuns all of those enemies that are hit. Now that would be an ultimate in and of itself, but that's not where it stops. Ryu continues by giving her a shield, making her tanky for each and every enemy hero hit. Additionally, Airi is immune to all crowd control effects while she's doing the ability, and as if that wasn't enough, she also gains a 100% movement speed bonus upon landing and a 30% attack speed boost. There's not very many abilities or ultimates in the game that cause not only so many debuffs to the enemy, like stuns and slows and damages and all that stuff, but also buffs you as incredibly as Airi's ultimate, Ryu, which gives you a shield, movement speed, and attack speed, making it one of the better ultimates in the game and an extremely powerful tool in Airi's toolkit. Alright, now we're going to be moving on to Airi's cons, which are her weaknesses, things you're going to want to avoid if you're playing as her, and things you're going to want to take advantage of or exploit if you're playing against her. Airi's first weakness is that she's susceptible to crowd control. Now, she has a lot of mobility, and she can avoid all crowd control with the ultimate, but you'd have to essentially cast the ultimate in advance and kind of luck out on it. It's not really something where you can use the ultimate to avoid crowd control of sorts. So, as all assassins, Airi can be crowd controlled and bursted down if not played very well. Airi's second and third con kind of go together, but I consider them different things. Her second con is that she's easy to play wrong. And Airi's third con is that she has a very high skill cap. Now, those might seem like the same thing, but I'm going to explain to you why they're different. A very high skill cap hero can a lot of times still be played well even if you haven't mastered the hero. But in Airi's case, you can actually play her incorrectly, causing her to not be a very good hero at all. There's a lot to be said about Airi's first ability, which is a skill shot, her ultimate, which needs to be timed just perfectly in order to get the absolute most from it, and her dashes, which can be used very effectively to really complete her toolkit, or of course you could use it to get yourself into major trouble. Now on the flip side, the reason why I say she's a high skill cap hero is because of all those things also. But the additional thing that I would add into that is that Airi's best played and does her best work when you figure out a really wonderful marriage between her auto attack damage and her abilities. She doesn't really excel at one over the other, they work best in concert. Not all heroes are like this. And frankly, it makes her a little bit more difficult to learn than the average assassin. Alright guys, that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, till next time.